And welcome to Basecamp. My name is Katie. I'm joined by my friend Caitlin over here, and we're going to be bringing out one of our ambassadors for about 10 to 15 minutes. And hopefully we'll get to learn quite a bit about her and get to see her in action a little bit going around. She is a very, very busy animal, and I'm very excited to introduce her to you. Let's see if she's ready.
She's
Because we're going to do things on her time, right? Once you meet her, you'll see why we do everything on her time and not our time. She's being really good today. Her name, for those of you who can start to see her, her name is Gracie, and she is
adorable.
Adorable. She's not adorable. She's okay. It's my Monday. We're gonna have bad jokes today. Okay, so she is a porcupine, right? So there are so many different types of porcupines in the world. She is called a prehensile-tailed porcupine, or a Brazilian tree porcupine, or adorable is what we're going to call her
She's
today.
like, no, I
so
want
these
treats.
guys come from the rainforests of South America, and that's why they need that prehensile tail, right? If you spent your life climbing throughout the trees, having an extra hand to get around in the trees is very, very important. So do you guys know what that word prehensile means? Like to have a prehensile body part. Does everybody know what it means?
Bald.
Bald? No, it's not bald.
Her tail is.
It is bald. Her tail does not have any hairs or quills on it because that's so she can grasp with it. The word prehensile just means grasping. And so there are quite a few different animals at the zoo that have prehensile body parts. And this is where I get to see if the audience is even awake or paying attention. So I try to get you to answer my questions. So you guys ready? All right. What animal has a, now that we know what prehensile means, what animal has a prehensile nose? Ooh, I heard it. Who said it?
Elephant.
Over there? Say it louder like you mean it and you know it. Oh, there it is. Elephant. Yeah, the elephant has a prehensile nose. What animal has a prehensile tongue?
Anteater.
No, theirs are just really long and sticky.
Giraffe.
A giraffe. Yeah, I didn't even have to give you hints. I was going to say the tallest animal. Or the... Ryan?
Copy.
Ryan's watched this program enough to know. All right, so prehensile just means grasping, and of course, we have a prehensile body part. What is it?
Our hand.
Our hand. See, I got 3 people listening. We're doing great. I think everybody's looking at the porcupine over here. All right, well, let's talk a bit more about her. So she has the cutest nose on the planet, right? That's why we said she's adorable. She's got that big, squishy nose. So it's big and squishy and soft and better to smell you with. These guys are primarily a nocturnal animal. So they're going to wake up at nighttime and find their way around the rainforest. They have terrible vision. They don't see that well, but she has that big nose to help her find the resources that she wants to find. Now also, if you can see it, if you're up close enough, she has very long whiskers, and her whiskers actually go down her entire body. So those whiskers help her feel her way around as she's kind of going all throughout the trees and moving and finding food sources. My mic just went off. We're gonna yell. Or finding friends or things like that. We're having a great electronics day here at Basecamp. Don't ask. We'll talk about it later. All right. So she's going to use those whiskers to kind of navigate, but she's also a rodent. So she has ever-growing incisors in her mouth and the ability to bring her food to her face with her front hands, just like she's doing, right? Now, of course, she's a porcupine, so she's covered in quills. All right. Does anybody want to watch her shoot her quills?
Yes.
I got a couple no's and one yes. I feel like by saying yes, you're volunteering to catch them, right?
Of course.
Okay, you're going to protect the entire audience. All right, he comes here enough. I can give him a hard time about things. All right. So porcupines cannot shoot their quills. That is just kind of a myth, something we see in cartoons. They are barbed on the end, so if you come into contact with them, they're going to stick to you and come out of the porcupine, is what's going to happen. So they can't shoot them. They're just a modified hair. It's just keratin. That'd be like, how many of you are parents, right? Okay. Have you ever got mad at your kids and shot your eyebrows out of your head? No. It doesn't happen, right? And so porcupines can't shoot their quills either. But that barb on the quill will stick into whatever they come into contact with. And so a lot of times we have North American porcupines here, and people be like, no, my dog. And I'm like, nope, your dog got too close to the porcupine. And so that's how that happens. They can actually flex their skin, the muscle under their skin. You know how we get goosebumps and all our hairs stand up? So we can't control that muscle, but she can control that muscle to make all of her quills, hairs, right, stand up and look 2 to 3 times bigger. So her quills are actually a warning system to other animals to leave her alone. So the quills are black and white. We'll talk about why there's a little yellow tinge to them in a little bit. But they're black and white, and that is a warning saying, hey, I want you to notice me and know that I'm dangerous. And then when she flares or flexes that muscle and they look bigger, she's saying, hey, I'm giving you another warning. She'll start chattering her teeth and finally just back into whatever's bothering her. If a predator like a jaguar or an ocelot or something like that, we're going after her. That's how she would use that self-defense. So it's really a great self-defense. She doesn't want to use the quills if she doesn't have to, but if she does drop a few quills, they shed, just like we shed our hair, they do grow back. I don't know the rate at which they grow back. That's going to be Ryan's homework assignment for later this week. So
Same as fingernails.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere on Google. I just don't know it. But anyway, so she's pretty great. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Gracie's role here at the zoo. So Gracie's part of our SSB, or Species Survival Plan. So she was brought here from another facility in hopes that she would meet a lovely gentleman and help to save this species, produce another, that works, another prehensile-tailed porcupine, which she did. She has a gentleman friend named Picante, and they have had a baby. If you go down to our After Rocks Encounters area, you might have seen her and Picante's offspring. He lives down there now. Now, porcupines are pretty solitary. They only want to be with another porcupine. Mom only really raises the young for a pretty short amount of time compared to like how we keep our young around, right? We keep ours around for a long time. So once she was done doing all things mom for that porcupine, he went down to live down there full time, and he's being really good and very successful down there as well. So Gracie and Picante are hanging out once again. Cross your fingers for another porcupette. That would be really fun. That's what you call a baby one. Now the yellow. How do porcupines tell each other they like each other? Does anybody know?
Very quick.
There's a hint. It's yellow.
Very careful.
Very carefully. I like that. Yeah. So how they tell each other they like each other is through those pheromones, those hormones. So where do you get those? From? Come on, guys. I'm giving you so many.
Urea.
Urine, right? So yeah, she's her gentleman friend. Why I don't know if you can smell her up there in the front too, but she has quite a smell about her as well. But they seem to get along pretty well, and hopefully, cross your fingers, they were successful. And one day you'll come back here and get to see a red-headed porcupine. They are redheads when they're first born. Moms don't want to give birth to things with quills, so they come out with this very coarse red fur, and those quills develop very quickly after being born. Once they're exposed to the air and the sun and things like that, they start developing those quills within a day or two after being born. So they're pretty cute. Now, the gestation, I think it's like 20 to 50 days.
I think it was like 200 is what they said before.
100. Okay, Ryan.
Like around 200.
He records everything and knows everything. So I trust him.
200 days.
Yeah, we'll go 200 days.
I think that's what they were saying.
Hey,
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna look it up so the next time somebody asks, I can give them a definite answer.
can I tell you
But she's
something?
being pretty good. So if you guys have any questions, now's your time to ask. Did you have a question?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead.
I know porcupines are different than hedgehogs. I thought hedgehogs shoot them.
Yeah, hedgehogs don't lose their quills or spines quite like a porcupine does. They are made out of the same material as in their keratin, but these guys, theirs are barbed on the end, so they stick into whatever, like in flesh. Whereas a hedgehog is just going to kind of be itchy. It's like petting a pile of toothpicks. And so it's really itchy. A hedgehog's going to curl up, that's all going to be exposed, and they're going to poke whatever, but they'll keep their curls. They can shed them, but it's pretty rare.
Like a
for
tortoise, they hide in their.
Yeah, tortoises hide in their shell too. All great ways to protect themselves, right? Animals have some really interesting, we call those adaptations to help them survive. So
Then why did
great.
they shoot their quills out?
They don't shoot their quills.
Don't. That's only in
Yeah,
cartoons.
you do like cartoons?
Yeah.
In Zootopia, they do.
Yeah. Well, I think Zootopia is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you know
Real.
sloths don't talk?
No. Sloths don't talk.
I know. It's crazy what those cartoons try to teach us. Anybody have any other questions about Gracie?
Does she vocalize?
Does she? Oh my gosh, yes. So much. Porcupines. So rodents, you guys, are one of my favorite types of animals to get to work with. They are so funny. They are creatures of habit. Actually, we're going to see what you guys have in common with a rodent and see if you love them too. You guys love rodents? No.
Yes.
No? Everybody's like, no, why would I love a rodent? Okay. How many of you like snacks?
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you like sleeping in?
Yeah.
How many of you like a routine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what? You're
Ooh.
rodents. So do they. And when you don't get to do those things, these guys whine about it. They whine so much. They're so vocal. So we'll come in the morning and she'll be like, beep, 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 telling me, I don't know what she's saying, but she is mad at Picante for something, right? He did something wrong. Of course he did. It's never her fault. So they are very, very vocal creatures. A lot of them, and definitely like a routine. One day you'll like a routine too.
All right, this is San Diego Zoo
One more thing.
Base Camp.
Any other
Zoo guy
questions
Ryan.
about Gracie?